Welcome y'all to MCW Music Culture Wrestling. We're in episode 10. Happy to that y'all here with us. Today we're gonna talk on Yankees, Mets, Knicks, Shannon Sharpe. We'll talk some wrestling with y'all. We'll talk about the Monday After Mania, including The Rock on Pat McAfee and who the newest Paul Heyman guy. And after that, we'll get into our wrestling roulette. Bianca's the one choosing this time, and we'll talk about what we're listening music wise. All that and more. It's the culture. Keep it locked.
Uh. 80 Guerrero off the top ropes. My flow special and gory, just like I'm Chavo. You feeling froggy, then leap. We kill the tadpoles. Rob Van Dam, the whole damn show.
Welcome back to Music Culture Wrestling. As always, I'm Vic, one of your hosts. I got Les with me. I got Bianca No Belair with me. And let's get into it. Well, I want to say before we start, I got to see Sinners over the weekend, the new Ryan Coogler film. It's an incredible piece of work, man. There's like the surface level, like vampire action stuff that like immaculate, and then it also has uh, the undertones that you read into, and you just let me just put it this way. That's why I don't believe in inviting everybody to the cookout necessarily.
You're very particular about that.
Yeah, a little bit, like man. It's yeah, we congregate together, but like I'll tell you about it Monday at work. Yeah, you can be at you can be at the pubs or whatever, and I can be over here with my moro con guandule and a little bachata and presidente. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but yeah, that I just wanted to say to this anybody that is mildly interested, go do the IMAX 70 millimeter.
Okay.
Definitely do that, man. Y'all will not regret it. It's a great film, and we'll be talking about it even months from now, I think. All that said, let's talk about your Yankees, Bianca. So they avoided a sweep from the Cleveland Guardians. This is an interesting stat. Cleveland hasn't swept the Yankees since 1970. That's crazy.
Sheesh.
That's crazy, and it still won't happen. Well, might happen. They'll play more,
Yeah.
but it doesn't happen today or yesterday, I should say. Um, your Yankees looking like a little shaky, a little shaky.
They're shaky.
Just a little bit, but Aaron
They
Judge is still the man.
yes, they are definitely shaky. It's okay. It's still the beginning. It's still April. Like
That's
it's still
all I've
April.
been saying. That is all I've been saying.
We got a whole season to get through. It's still April. So we may be shaky right now, but I feel like we're gonna work that out.
You know what's really shaky though? Your fan base.
Leave my fan base alone, all right?
Ah
Your
man,
fan base was a problem last time.
Why they gotta show up to random
what did my
Mets
fan base
games
do?
though?
Say that again. Unless
Why do Yankee fans gotta show up to Mets games to say F1 Soto?
that is just I don't.
It's
That's insult behavior.
unnecessary,
I don't
bro.
know. You
That's
stalking your ex or something. I don't get it.
And
I
then it's
don't
like
understand.
you're not
I
even
can't
going
defend
there.
all my fans. I can't defend all of them. I'm
You're not
No,
sorry.
I
even
I'm
hear
going
not
you.
there
one
to
of
like root
those.
for a team. You just going there to say F a person, and then it's like you giving that team money. You should just go buy some Yankee tickets, bro. Like
That's the craziest thing because I will never like I've been to a Met game. I did it once. I might go to another one. I like the food, but like
It's great.
I pay for my Yankee tickets. I don't really play. I don't pay to see any other team
Right.
unless my team is facing them. Unless I'm in town for something. You know what I mean? I'm like I'm in town. Let me go check out the team because I'm here, type of thing. But yeah, I'm not buying Mets tickets just to booyah unless it's the Subway Series.
facts. I get
That's fair. Perfectly fair. Go ahead, Les.
I I go to the Garden specifically because the Knicks go there. Like I can't even go to sometimes like when I go to like concerts at the Barclays, I feel wrong. I feel like I'm cheating. Feel me? Like I don't know what it is because it's like most of the venues, most of the people that be coming to New York, they always want to go to the Barclays. So it's like,
Because it's
damn, I
cheaper.
gotta, and I gotta
I'm not
travel to
even gonna
Brooklyn. That's deep.
That's but I was about to
Hour
say.
on the
Yo.
train for no reason.
Here, here's my philosophical question for you, Les. You ready? Let's say I don't know, uh, Nikola Jokic. He was a Nick, right?
Okay.
The team is great. I mean, it's already great, but imagine him. You know, let's say y'all get to the finals and y'all lose the finals, and it was like bad, like gentleman sweep, right?
Mm.
Making bad mistakes, just
Mm.
rookie type plays. Let's say Jokic, he's a free agent, and he leaves the next year for I don't know the Brooklyn Nets,
Yo.
and he just
Not
signed
him.
a huge contract, and now he's the highest paid player in American sports.
Yo.
Would you take a hour and a half train ride to Brooklyn to go boo this man because he left the Knicks the year before?
Hell no.
This man is so I Yankees
Hell
fans right
no. Why
now.
would that's redundant.
Listen, I won't even do it, and I'm a
Uh,
Yankee fan, so um,
Only Nets
I
games
can't
I've
defend
ever
them.
been to, I ain't paid for. So
well, yeah, that's my metaphor. But
Your
hey,
Mets are doing well.
yes,
I will salute
yes,
to your Mets.
right, and the same thing that you just said. It is early. I am
It's
not
early.
hanging no banners in April. Just like I'm not worried about anybody that's doing bad, whether that's Mark Vientos or Cody Bellinger on your side,
Mm,
or anybody that's doing great, Pete Alonso on my side, Aaron Judge on your side.
yeah.
It's still early. I'm enjoying this win streak. They won 7 in a row. They swept their homestand, and they'll be going to DC on Friday. They have an off day today, as do the Yankees. But hey, I'm just enjoying the ride. Pause. I'm just trying to I'm being a fan, and being a fan takes patience sometimes. The
Fair enough.
Yankees are also off today, as I said, and they will host the Toronto Blue Jays on Friday night. So, you know, what do y'all think about this Shannon Sharpe thing, man?
I don't even know where to start for that.
I'll say
So,
one thing, and then now the floor is yours. If he had called like a Janice Hart or something like that, none of this would have happened.
I I don't have a lot of words for this. I don't.
Shannon need
I
to get his priorities straight. Alright? First and foremost, your man is 54 messing with 19-year-olds. That's crazy enough. First, I any all of this extra stuff that's going on that cause he's talking about she want to put tongues places and marry him and all this and all. So it's like, are
she's
the
a child.
allegations true, bro? Like, I just want to know are the allegations true. That's it.
Yeah. I'm very anti age gap relationships. It's not for me. I don't care if it's in a book, if it's fictional, is it real life? I don't care. Like if you were like 30 when this person was born, you should not be with that person
Yeah,
at
bro,
all.
that's ridiculous.
Like,
She wasn't even old enough to drink yet.
yo.
Watch Sinners. It's a great movie.
All I
Mr.
know is
Tobin back right
he need to call my man Dr. Umar.
now.
He need to call Dr. Umar, have a good consultation with him.
You know, maybe he'll like finally get it because Umar will say it to him 3 times in a row. They're like, oh, that third time, you know. But hey,
We must stay
uh,
focused.
excuse me. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty well said. Uh, I'm sorry. Okay, man. I'm not laughing at him. Um,
I
but
am.
this is kind of funny, you know.
I'm laughing at him, bro. Because there's no way that he should have been caught up in this situation, bro. There's no way. There's no way he should. And
Hey,
he the one who always talk about, oh, I keep myself out of all of this. I keep myself over here, and I keep everything private. Now everything coming to light, and it's like him messing up on Instagram last year is the whole reason this is all going on because Shorty got jealous. So it's like,
That's
whoo,
all it takes. And it's always the people who be like, I don't have any problems. I don't do anything that has the problem. That is hiding stuff
yeah, they tell on themselves, don't they?
every time.
Well, I hope this issue gets resolved, and you know, yeah, I just hope that there's justice. Uh, but I think more justice than that would be if the Knicks won Game 3 tonight. They are going to be in Detroit, if I'm correct.
hmm
2 home,
Hmm.
3 away, 2 home.
Yeah.
So you know, Game 1, a campaign came alive in the fourth quarter, and it was a big catalyst on that 21-0 run. Cat with the rebounds too. Um, Game 2, not so much. It was a close game with Jalen Brunson missing a game tying shot towards the end, but the other team gets played to win too, and this is a dangerous Detroit Pistons team. I want to get your thoughts, Les. What do you think about Game 3? What do you think about this series so far, and maybe in the playoffs if you're inclined?
my whole thing is we ain't really got nobody to guard Kate Cunningham.
Hmm.
And it's like Brunson is a good defender, but in with this team, he's a liability because he's so small.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like, yeah, he could get to the basket, he could score, he could do all that, but on the defensive side, he gotta step up a little bit because to put campaign in, and then it's like who's running the offense at that point? You still running the offense maybe through Cat and Bridges, but we know Brunson is the number one.
Yeah.
So we got to find a way to hide him, like the Warriors do for Curry.
You know they do that very well because I
Very,
never
very, very well, bro. Because Curry
because
don't play no defense.
unless you play 2K on Hall of Fame,
Oh
Curry's
yeah,
a
yeah.
lockdown
Him,
defender.
him, and Luca make all defensive
Right.
teams all the time in
Right.
2K, bro. And I'm like Luca Doncic on the all defensive first team. All right, cool.
They probably got Trey Young in there too. Yeah. It's 10 past 10 minutes, right? Yeah. Fuck Trey Young. Uh, all
He
right.
was
Yeah.
waiting.
Yeah. Y'all ready to talk some wrestling, or is there anything else you want to talk about the playoff list?
Nah. I mean, Lakers ain't gonna make it out of the first round. That's about it.
Ooh. All right. All right.
Damn.
All right. All right. So let's get into the wrestling then. Hey, if y'all know who, y'all know me for many years. Y'all know The Rock is my 1A. If there's like something that's like not making sense, I'd be like, know your role, shut your mouth, and the way for the ride the boss is gonna give you. Pause. But I can't defend this, man. This Pat McAfee interview that clearly happened last minute as damage control, and those just comments were just a little,
Off.
yeah. Uh, go ahead, B.
um, I don't know if we could defend him on this because it just the whole situation like just WrestleMania finish. You didn't even have to respond to why you wasn't there. But then to say that, oh, ticket sales, that's why I came. Like, why are you burying the company you're part of? That's how it felt. Like, it felt like he was burying the WWE for no reason, and particularly Triple H. So, I wasn't a fan of this. I wasn't a fan of him coming out and saying this. I know it's last minute because the fans were like, "Where was The Rock? Where was The Rock? Why did we get Travis Scott?" Obviously, all of us was upset that we all got Travis Scott. um, but I don't know what the difference of this match would have been with The Rock at this point. I think it would have been the same outcome. Um, it's just I think people would hate it less if Travis Scott wasn't the one who came out. Yeah.
The
Um,
Brooklyn Brawler would have been better. Shout out to the Brooklyn Brawler.
Yeah.
That's no shade.
Yeah.
so I didn't see the interview, or I didn't like hear any of the comments, so I didn't really have much to say.
It's again like where's the leadership? Uh, there should be, I would think, a plan on like, and there generally is who goes to what show and this
Hmm.
that and the other. Um, but this just seemed to be outside of what they were like. Even if you didn't like WrestleMania 41 or things that you would change, like that's
Hmm.
not something you would say. You know, it's
As a
cliche,
PR thing. Yeah.
right? And it's very cliche. Like, but you have to be like, oh, it was perfect. It was the greatest one ever, even though it was trash. And like you have to. That's how you're supposed to do it. I don't know if The Rock is he discovered something else. I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. It's hard to give this the benefit of the doubt.
I will say this,
Yeah,
not The Rock, but the man Dwayne Johnson always has a secret agenda when he do something. So
yeah,
this that has to play into it.
Yeah.
yeah. I can't disagree there. We hope they figure it out. We're all about positivity here. So, Monday Night Raw started with the new WWE Undisputed Champion Cody Rhodes. Sorry, damn.
The Invisible Man. You can't see him. The John
That's what.
Cena with no graphics.
Mr. Wambina.
Wambina. That's Victor projecting that he wanted Cody to keep the belt.
I guess that was my subconscious. Because
Yeah.
again, I'm not as offended as like.
A lot of people are offended.
Right. I'm not as again. I'm more offended at the Bianca Belair thing, but
Yeah.
um, this didn't offend me as much. I just thought it
Yeah.
was like a little underwhelming, but um, it was 387 days or something that he was champion. So
Yeah.
I guess that's also stuck in my mind. But yeah, Cena came in and I caught I like his promos. I know that people just say like, oh, he's just insulting the fans, but I like this way of it. It's more real, and he's Cena, so he's allowed to
Yeah.
break the fourth wall. But then, he's saying like, man, like, he's calling them out like you boo Cody Rhodes, who did everything for you. Like, so I thought that was cool. But the Viper, Randy Orton, comes out at the end and just hits him with an RKO. They're gonna set up that for Backlash, which is in St. Louis, Randy Orton's hometown. For those
Hmm.
uninitiated, Les, what you think about the segment?
As you said, Cena always has a great promo. So there's not much to say there. But with Randy Orton coming out, I'm hyped for this because we never got to see a heel Cena versus a face Orton. Every time they done fought the 10,000, 3 million times they done
Hmm.
fought, we never got to see the opposite angle. So I feel like it's gonna be a good build.
You can go
Yeah.
ahead, B.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a great match. These are veterans at the game. I've been watching wrestling so long that I have seen their first match together. like like this is this is Cena's last year, right? So we don't know. Wrestling, I know he had a whole promo saying like, no, I'm ending this. I made a promise, all this other stuff. But this is wrestling. Never say never. I don't
This is the last
believe it.
real kayfabe.
Yeah. Um so I'm here for this match. Randy's, amazing, and I think this is gonna be a great match. I don't think Randy's winning, but it's gonna be a great match.
Last time that they faced each other was like in the middle of Daniel Bryan's rise,
Hmm.
and it was like at a Survivor Series or Armageddon or one of those, and the crowd like just booed it before it even started. And what a difference, what 10, 12 years make.
Hmm.
uh, yeah, they that is gonna be one of those super fights. The crowd is into it before it starts. They're gonna do aura stuff where they just look at the crowd and look at each other like 20
Mm.
minutes, like how Roman be. And that's gonna add to it, and it's gonna be a great match. I
Four
completely
ref
agree.
bumps.
Oh man. Well, Becky Lynch returned at WrestleMania, and everybody loved it. Hooray! Won the tag team titles. Then they lose it the next day to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, and Becky Lynch just goes off, man. She attacked her brethren, man. That's crazy. What'd you think about this turn and I guess everything coming out of WrestleMania?
Now I'm here for the turn. Honestly, I rather her came back originally as a heel, and I think with Seth being a heel, I think I feel like there's gonna be a really good dynamic between the both of them later on. I'm still upset that this is all at the expense of Bailey. Like I don't. And then her interview, I was super upset about her interview
Yeah,
because she has um what a lot of, I feel like, Latinas have. It's imposter syndrome. It's the I'm gonna do exactly what they told me to do because I'm really good at my job and I'm gonna continue doing everything and still think you're not good enough, and that's not fair. And like I feel like this came at the expense of Bailey, and that's just not okay.
I agree. That's the Chris Van Vliet interview for those them perhaps listening to this for the
Hmm.
first time, listening to about this for
Yeah.
the first time. Um, Bailey deserves better, definitely, and I feel again, it's not the land of like I'm gonna give you things. I get that,
Yeah.
but man, they gotta pay her back tenfold for that, um, and it's not cool. But um, again, Lara Valkyrie has been like that to me.
Hmm.
I guess Becky is wants to elevate her, and that's cool. Becky's now in that division, intercontinental
Yeah.
division, and we'll see what happens from there. Anything you want to add, Liz?
I feel like they're gonna like elevate the Intercontinental title and have
Hmm.
Becky and Bailey square off for it. Um, I'm kind of glad that they're taking it over Lyra. Well, if they do, but
We're assuming they will.
subject called to change.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like they definitely gonna have a good program with that. It's gonna be like a Steamboat and Macho Man
Yeah,
for the women.
I like that comparison.
Hmm.
Rusev returned. Go ahead.
Why do this during the tag team segment?
Bro.
He's not a
Bro.
tag. Why do this during a tag team? Like, For all that, have him come out during the Penta Down match. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I have the same problem with it because I'm just like, cool. I'm happy he came out, but this doesn't seem the right segment for him to be out. Like, we got two tag teams. We have Maxine Dupree, like, and I'm just like, what is going on? He doesn't come out with CJ, so it doesn't even matter. So like,
Your guess is as good as mine.
yeah,
Welcome back, Rusev.
yes.
Hope it goes well and everything.
He looks lean. Like, he just like
Yeah,
lean, and he looks great. I'm happy to see him. But
he on,
I am like,
he on that diet for sure.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I am like, this was. I'm with Les. This
and they
was
gave him trash
unthinkable.
return merch.
Oh, was it? Damn
Bro,
it.
it's a big thing. It says Rusev in the middle, and then it's just the word returns around, like in like mad words. Just it just says returns.
No, thank you.
See that.
I'm good.
Io Sky was in the ring celebrating her championship win at WrestleMania, and the NXT Women's Champion Stephanie Vaquer, she comes out, challenges her to a match. You know, they have a good match. Um, Roxanne and Julia, they come out and cause a disqualification. They're brawling. They're attacking the champions, and then Rhea Ripley, just inserting himself into affairs that got nothing to do with her, and wondering, how she's gonna call the manager this time.
This was very, when Rhea came out, I was like, cool, Rhea's coming out. But then she had like that line that was like, no one could beat you up but me. I feel like that's what she said, or whatever
Yeah,
the case is.
Yeah,
that's
Yeah,
weird.
right.
something in that vein.
Yeah, something
That's
in
weird.
that vein. And I was just like, why does this remind me of like a very dom sub romance book? Like, 'cause I was there like, what is happening? For obviously most of our audience is male, but for the women who read romance books, this is very typical of what a male would say in a dark romance book to a female, being like, no one could do this but me to you. Like,
When you said Dom, I thought you were talking about Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
no,
And,
I meant like
and you said
Dom.
sub, I'm like, oh. Like,
It was like so awkward for me because I was just like, wait, what?
I'm
And I
like,
was like,
damn, Rhea was dominating Dominic? Hey, I'm like, oh,
well,
damn.
that's basically what she was beforehand. But
That's why he left Rhea. That's
Put
why
him
he
in,
left. He's like, I can't
put
take
him in
this no
triangle
more.
chokes.
I'm going to live. I can't take this no more.
I can't. But yeah, that's how I was. Whatever. I
No,
guess
like,
we're gonna run it back.
oh yeah, I mean, what do you think happens with I guess Vaquer Roxanne still, and I mean, bring up Roxanne and Julia on a triple threat or
Yeah.
something. I don't, maybe that's where they go, but I don't know. Roxanne should be in the main roster
Hmm.
months ago.
And
She's more than ready.
that's why she
Yeah.
said she did it. Cause on NXT the next night she fought Stephanie for the belt, and she
Mm.
was like, "Oh well, I should be on Raw. That should have been my moment, and they gonna put her there. Nah, that
Mm.
should have been me. So that's why I came out and I ruined the moment, and I took it for
Hmm.
myself.
I
And
like
then she was like, "Oh, I don't know what Julia was on, but I fucks with it. Like she could come and help me. like
it. All right, so Jey Uso was in the ring celebrating his championship win as well. Jimmy Uso comes out. Sami Zayn comes out. It's everybody's happy. Hoorays all around. Or he's a jolly good fellow and all that. And a lot of people are talking about this. I guess still that Sammy, because he cut like this impassioned, like I'm proud of you. We're Usos and bam 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 type. And so there was still like him on the turnbuckle, Jey Uso. I mean, and then Sammy looking at him, and now people are speculating that Sammy is going to turn his back on Jey Uso. What do y'all think?
I was speculating that the whole time. Bro, before like he was doing when he was doing a promo and he said, "Oh, and you deserve everything." And then I thought he was gonna say, "But I deserve it too," like right after, like
Mm,
and just like kill the crowd. But like now I feel like they had so much turning over the weekend and stuff like that that they're
yeah,
gonna let this one ride out a little bit. But it's
yeah.
Yeah,
definitely
I
gonna
think it
happen.
should ride out. Yeah, I just don't know who. Like, I'm happy that Sammy came back, but like, he's supposed to have a neck injury that no one was talking about. And
Uh-oh.
I know KO's not around. What?
You was roboted real quick.
Yeah, you like
Oh no.
Yeah, you scrambled out.
Oh my bad. I was saying that
Leave that in.
Sammy came back from a Sammy came back from a neck injury and stuff. And I feel like commentary didn't really talk about that. Was I crazy? But and I know
Yeah, now
KO is
they
not
ain't mentioned that
around.
not once.
Yeah. And I was just like, he came back. I know KO's not around, and I know KO's actually has a neck injury. So like, I'm interested in seeing like how they're gonna turn Sammy heel, because like Sammy is so easy to like back up. Like, he's just an easy face. So like, this is gonna be interesting.
I feel like Sammy is almost like reaching Big Show
Oh,
with
the
the how
flip
many
flops.
times. Yeah, yeah, bro.
um yes, we'll see how that goes. Gunther, he was mad. He lost to Jey Uso. Come on, man.
I'm clapping for it too. I'm here with Corey Graves. I'm with Corey Graves. Like,
Bro,
Corey Graves
when
had
the
to take
crowd
that
was
belt.
screaming "Fuck you, Gunther," I was at home saying "Thank you, Gunther." Like, because Pat McAfee at this point is annoying, bro. I know they're gonna have a match most likely, and it's gonna be a semi good match, but I'm just glad to see that he got choked out, bro. Like I was laughing. I almost like shot water out my nose, and I didn't even drink anything, bro. Like that's how much I was laughing.
yeah.
Um, I'll say that he visibly like hurt this person, like hurts him real bad, and then he's on his podcast like 12 hours later or whatever it was. Would should have he didn't even get the Tony Khan neck brace. Like I thought,
I would appreciate the neck brace.
right, something.
Like, I'm here for the fun. Like, this is all fun and games.
So it may not work because he has to be on the mic all the time in this. But
Yeah.
yeah, I remember when Cena got hit with the spike from Solo, and
Yeah.
then next week his voice was all like, right,
Oh no, I
like,
hope we don't go through that. Trying to hear McAfee do a fake Stone Cold impression.
oh wow,
Bro,
yeah, that'll be the whole show.
listening to McAfee throughout WrestleMania was rough. I don't care what nobody said. That-
Just don't like.
Thank God for way better. I'm not gonna lie.
That's why when it was pay-per-views, when it was Cole and McAfee, I'm like, but y'all got Wade Barrett, like, and he's tremendous.
And we got
Yeah,
Corey
Wade Barrett,
Graves. I like Corey Graves.
Corey.
Corey's good, yeah.
I take Booker T at this point.
Yo.
I take Blue T over anybody, man. Man oh yeah, man.
ah, ah, ah. You know it's crazy when somebody do a move and then they just start chanting Booker T. Like
Yeah.
He was talking about it's time for like the Cholula jalapenos or whatever it was.
That Kahlua sauce, bro. He got the ad libs
The
for Trick
catchphrases.
Williams. He got the catchphrases.
Yes.
Yo, bring that man to Raw. Get rid of Pat McAfee. Bring him for like Saturday night main events and stuff like that, bro. Like,
Facts. Cause yeah, man, where this is like again when somebody has going away heat, they leave, and you're like, you know, again, like
Yeah.
Cena got like legitimately hurt, and he said like I'm hurt, I have to leave. That's when he had the
Yeah.
staph infection, I think it was,
mm-hmm.
and then if like
He
that was the
felt
biggest
healed.
pop was like I'm hurt. That was the biggest pop of that night. Of like, that's crazy, but that was the Cena fatigue at the time. And this is Pat McAfee fatigue for sure. And go away for a while. Whatever a while is, longer than that.
We gotta wait for football season. That's what it is.
For college football.
Whatever it is. Yeah.
College football. That's when he'll go away. Because between him on like Raw and then him on like WrestleMania and his show that we have to watch for extra content,
Right.
like it's a lot.
I didn't even know Rock was on the show because I'd be like, I don't even be looking at his videos anymore.
Nah.
That it was a last minute thing. It was a
Right.
lot.
And I found out through just the internet. Like it
Mm.
was just like a headline. And
Yeah. I was watching Wrestle Talk, I think, and they just did a video on it, and like, yeah, The Rock was here, and I was like, what the hell?
so we have like I guess this is the last segment of the show. Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman come out, and they don't really get to say much. CM Punk comes out and they brawl. Roman comes out and they brawl, and then you have.
I
Man,
have like a poodle's wolf, like a poodle's bark.
if Arsenio Hall was a wrestler,
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, Braun Breaker comes out. He is the new Paul Heyman guy. He's the new stablemate in this group, reminiscent of the Dangerous Alliance. But we don't know the name of this yet. A lot of people are giving evolution comparisons.
Mhm.
The big difference is that the old guy was Ric Flair, and I'm saying in like wrestling terms, and
Yeah.
this it's Paul Heyman who like his bumps are like it'd be like Nick Patrick, the referee. Yeah, remember him?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He would go like
Hey.
every time. Yeah, so that's but hey, it's a formidable group. A lot of speculation they're gonna add a woman to this. Give me y'all, and I'm just throwing this at y'all, like who fills in the rest of this group, and you can add as many people as you want.
Finn
Mm.
Balor.
Oh,
I think Finn is coming, and I think it's only because of like internet speculations. Obviously, I went down a rabbit hole, but like he's wearing yellow now. I think he wore yellow on Raw, and then Paul Heyman and Seth is wearing yellow. And
mm.
I know that could be a coincidence, but like I kind of want Finn to like get the hell away from Judgment Day.
And then Judgment Day are the baby faces, then, which I guess with how they're getting cheered, or
Yeah, yeah,
Dominic is getting cheered.
yeah. Dom is getting cheered. That whole group really is getting like JD came back, and they were like, "Oh my God,
True, true, true.
My man,
JD!"
grown Peter Dinklage, bro. He looked like Peter Dinklage, bro. Like if Peter Dinklage was a full grown person, bro, that's how he would look, bro. He would be JD McDonough.
So my pick for this is Finn and Becky. To be honest.
I feel like Becky definitely because with the Seth Rollins and then now they both heal,
Mhm.
it makes sense. Um, I would say like Roxanne Perez would be good.
Yeah.
Um, Trick Williams. Somebody. Let's see somebody on the main roster. I don't see anybody on the main roster filling in. I want Finn to get away from everybody and just him be a singles person.
I can see that.
That's where he lost me personally, but hey,
Finn Balor.
yeah. But but one run here is different than the
Yeah.
other run over there. So
Yeah.
always benefit of the doubt over here.
Yeah.
Man, Becky Lynch definitely. I don't think he needs it, but I would like Drew McIntyre in it.
Mm.
He's probably better by himself because he just makes it work every time.
Yes.
Drew McIntyre makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I would love it. I just, I only thing I'm a little iffy on is like Seth and Drew are like these, and me and Becky like these big stars, and sometimes there might be too many stars in the thing. Where
Mm.
there's also
Mhm.
got to be like the Braun Breakers that
Yeah.
are going to elevate later on. So even like the women, if you just if you do multiple women, like what's a woman from like I guess you said Roxanne and
Roxanne.
that, yeah. So yeah, that'll work out, man. Oh man, throwing Soul Ruka in there, yeah, she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Monday Night Raw. Um, it was one of the better, I thought, Raw after Manias in years. The last few have been lacking, and even the crowds weren't all that. I don't think the last
Mhm.
few. This one was this one and last year's was great. Um, so loved it. Um, and SmackDown's coming up tomorrow. Well, it'll be today when y'all watching this, viewers, and we'll
Mhm.
get to that next Thursday. But for now, we have to talk about something very important. It's a wrestling roulette. This is where one of the three of us, or y'all, if you put it in the comments, suggest a match. We'll watch it and we'll give our thoughts about it the following week. It is your turn, B.
Yeah.
What match are you gonna grace us with?
In honor of the first match to be honored in the Hall of Fame,
Mm,
we will be watching Bret Hart versus Stone Cold.
excellent choice.
Yes. I don't know why it didn't come to my mind when we were recording last time, but that's what I should have said.
Better late than never, man. I'm
Yeah.
excited about this. It's been a few years since I've seen it.
Yeah.
But it was great, great match. And I think even to add to that, I might watch like
The whole pay per view.
That's
no,
gonna be me.
that is a good idea. I was gonna
I
watch
know.
the I was gonna
That's
watch the
definitely gonna
build.
be me.
I was gonna watch the build like
Oh,
uh, there's segments on the Raw.
yeah.
So like maybe it'll strengthen the match even more because I've never seen the build actually.
Hmm.
All right, so we'll be back with that next week. But let me know what y'all listening to on your playlist.
Hold on. I gotta figure out which one it is.
Um, I don't know whether to choose Luther or 30 for 30.
Ooh.
Oh, copy, copy.
Hmm. Yeah.
That took me a
Yeah.
second. I don't hit it to K dot like that,
It's
so
Kendrick and SZA right now. I don't know if it's either is Luther and 30 for 30.
those
Sometimes
songs are
Those
I'll
are
be
so
listening
fire.
to 30 for 30 and then I'll be singing Luther. And then like vice
Yeah.
versa, So it's like
3030 is the Rich Boy sample, right?
yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
like it so much too.
yeah. Nah, they did a great job with that beat. They're very both of those songs are incredibly.
Amazing.
Like I'm just like I don't listen to them again. I'm like very late to the party, but if you're driving in the radio, it comes on and you're like,
Yeah, 30 for 30 is a great driving song.
man, as for me, I'm listening to that new Ari Lennox, man, Soft Girl Era, the
Nice.
single. Ari Lennox one of those artists for me that when she drops, stop what you're doing. Gonna, she's 2 for 2,
Mm.
like a very strong 2 for 2. It's like 2 home runs instead of just 2 singles. 3 pointers. You know what? adding a 4-point play in there. I like
Clutch time.
yeah, 1,000%. Like especially like when you need it, she come through. So can't wait for the new album. She's not on Dreamville anymore. She's just on Interscope. So thought that was worth mentioning. That that relationship ultimately didn't work out. But I'm sure it was amicable, and I'm sure Miss Lennox just needed to something a little more conducive to the music that she makes in her career. Because putting her in a tour with Rod Wave is kind of crazy.
Yeah. How's that gonna grow, huh?
Yeah. But B, what have you been listening to this week?
I'm still listening to Jessie Reyez, to be honest. I've been listening to her old album. Excuse me, her whole album. But I think right now, I think I'm ovulating because she definitely made this while she was ovulating. Because the song "Jeans" is on repeat. The song "Jeans" is on repeat, and like if you listen to the lyrics of "Jeans," you understand why I'm like this bitch was ovulating, and I think I am also.
Yeah, that's didn't see that one coming. So yeah, Jessie Ray. I heard a song with her, ironically enough, in Ari Lennox, but it came out like 5-6 months ago, so I don't think it's on the album. But yeah, shout out to Jessie Reyez. I forget like what vibe she gives me because she's like a good singer that's like kind of like gritty.
Yeah,
And
I
like,
love it.
right? It's not saccharine. And that's what I do like about Jessie Reyez. But hey, man, y'all tell us what are y'all listening to in the comments. What do you think we should listen to? Put it on the playlist. That's also gonna be down below in the description. All right, so now it's time for our hot tag segment. This is where I guess I gotta do it too. This is where we deliver just a hot take on the world of professional wrestling that we discussed today. And we just say we don't explain it. We just do a little rotation here. I'll start. Justice for Bailey.
So mine is damn. Oh, Rock not being at Mania is best for business.
The Sami Zayn non-heel turn killed the Raw after Mania for me.
You know what,
I
lady?
almost had a Sammy one.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think that's the best hot tag segment we ever had.
Yeah.
And I didn't explain my reasons and didn't ask for explanations. Yeah, follow the rules. Oh man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. We'll be back for you next Friday. We'll talk SmackDown and the Monday Night Raw following. And tonight is Knicks basketball, Game 3 against the Pistons. We'll talk to you about that as well. Until then, for B, for Les, my name is Vic. See you next time.
80 Guerrero off the top ropes. My flow special and gory just like I'm Chavo. You feeling froggy then leap, we kill the tadpoles. Rob Van Dam, the whole damn show.